Joining me now is Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Madam Speaker, thanks very much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And of course, you're joining us the day after a hearing, a very difficult hearing for the Postmaster General, indeed, on the House side. So let's start with the voting. And on Saturday, you passed a $25 billion emergency bill for the post office. We know it's not going to be taken up by the Senate. The president said he would veto it. So what happens next? How can you be sure that the Postal Service is not crippled going into the election?
Well, first of all, thank you for bringing up the Postal Service, because it's a matter of good health for Americans' veterans who get almost 100% of their prescriptions through the mail. 1.2 billion prescriptions for veterans and others went through the mail in 2019. So this is a health issue. In times of a pandemic, the worst possible time for the post office to be cutting back, and of course the health of our democracy at risk. Actually, what the president said is if they pass a freestanding bill on the post office, he would sign it. Yeah, I would sign it, he said. And that's what we did until he decided he wasn't going to sign it. So let's not predicate anything on what he says or does, because the association with fact, with science, with ethics, with what is right to be done for the American people is a completely foreign notion to this president. And in terms of the keeping it, I'm sorry, to your question about the Postal Service, if you want me to go to that, you know, this is a big issue. It affects every family in America. I don't think members on either side of the aisle or either side of the Capitol can tell you that they've ever had such an immediate reaction to a change in how an agency affects their lives. This is not a business. They keep saying, well, it loses money. It's a service. It's a service that largely pays for itself as it meets the needs of the American people. And what they're doing is wrong. What they're saying about it is not true. And what we will have to do is hold them accountable. I'm very proud of the work of our committee and this committee chair, Carolyn Maloney. She will get the information. What you pointed out at the beginning about them dismantling the sorting machines is it's not only a matter of time and holding up the mail, it's a matter of workplace safety as well, in terms of what kind of people can work in the post office if that kind of machinery is not available. So it excludes some from that. So in every possible way, they are sabotaging the mail. They're harming our democracy. They're injuring the health of the American people, starting with our veterans, and they will be held accountable. But in terms of the election, we don't agonize, we organize, and we will make sure that people have a plan to vote. They vote early enough so that they're not counting on any of the president's henchmen to deliver their mail on time.
I wanted to play an exchange with Congresswoman Katie Porter with DeJoy yesterday.
Do you know about within 1 million or so? Can you tell me how many people voted by mail in the last presidential election?
No, I cannot.
To the nearest 10 million? Is that a no, Mr. DeJoy?
I would be guessing, and I don't want to guess.
Madam Speaker, is he qualified for this job?
Well, if the qualification is that you are a mega donor to Donald Trump and chaired his inaugural committee, that's the criterion, then yeah, he qualifies. But in the basis of knowledge of the system, he's known how to profit off of it. He's known how to compete with the post office. He just doesn't share the value of it being an all-American service to the American people, written into the Constitution. Our first Postmaster General, Benjamin Franklin. A postmaster was Abraham Lincoln. Harry Truman was even a postmaster, although he yielded the position to a widow who needed the money when he was named a postmaster. So this is as American as apple pie, motherhood, baseball, you name it. except when it comes to these guys who want to privatize it, make a profit off of it. That's all they really know is show me the money for them, not show me the service for the American people. No, I think he's absolutely the wrong person for the job. I think there has to be some scrutiny as to how he was chosen, and I think it has a lot to do with Secretary Mnuchin, who wanted to weigh in on how the post office is run in a way that was inappropriate for the Secretary of the Treasury to do.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.